Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now off to the races.
Nothing here.
Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown,
Cam Akers
Oh,
with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead.
The kick is good.
Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That one going to be complete to David Moore. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up second and
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
At the 40-yard line.
eat a slice from the tablecloth.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on getting at the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's caught by Hollister. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back to throw again. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Number 23.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 5th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Again, it'll be Akers. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Akers. They try and run. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now Sam Sloman is on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Sam Sloman for the extra point.
Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been off to the races already, a 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Check 9, check 9. Kill, kill, kill. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On the ground, it's Akers. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 17-0 our score after one.
With the score, Rams 17, Seahawks nothing.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Complete.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown,
Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Rams 24, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
Made back at the 47-yard line.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
And 7. At the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point.
Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life. But it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Check, lucky.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You're not ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man here, Sims complete.
The pass.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
The 33-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Drew Tranquil.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down Seahawks.
At the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they got 3rd and short.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Jason Myers.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
For the field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 2. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a
1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Allen's got it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup at 25. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want. Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through. That ties the game. 24-24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
By number 11.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And a Rams first down.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Akers, the ball
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A quick throw, but incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
7 yards to go.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
For the field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again here with Akers. And some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 18. A huge play that time for the Rams. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Jordan Brooks.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Akers. Runs over it, and he gets gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
He was brought down at the
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
We got this.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run here with Akers, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll look to run with Akers. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for L.A., the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.